Welcome to Lower Body Blast. My name is Matt. Let's get started. Jogging in place. I'm going to raise up the screen a little bit. Just getting the blood moving from the lower body all the way up around the body. Go straight into a few squats. Just shallow to start. Don't need to go too deep. Getting the body moving. Really trying to get those hips to go back. Knees staying right over the toes. As you get a little warmed up, try to go a little deeper, maybe a little wider with your legs. Help keep your body upright, back staying straight as best you can. If you start going too deep and rounding your back, don't go that low. Keep it up enough that you're able to hold your torso upright. Try a couple different stances. Try going a little wider. Opening up at the hips more, getting those inner thighs warmed up, and then switch it, bring it all in, and then keeping the hips going back. So this is more of a hip hinge, the deadlift. And in fact, we're going to go into that in a second. Bring your feet in even more and hip hinge forward. You'll feel that stretch in your hamstrings. We'll be doing this exercise with weight on our second set. It's called the straight leg deadlift. Stiff leg deadlift, more like, because your legs aren't staying completely straight. There is a slight bend in your knee, but the weight is farther over your body versus a normal deadlift where you're going more up and down, weight staying right over the toes. Straight leg deadlift, it's a little in front. Your body weight is keeping yourself balanced. Go ahead and go into some leg swings. We'll finish up mobilizing the joints. A lot of mobilizing today is going to be needed for the exercises we're doing. We have some side-to-side lunges in the first set. An exercise I like to call the jump, jump, squat to really get our heart rate going. Get the other leg for the leg swing side to side. I need to remind myself what that last exercise is. Mountain climbers. In that first set, again, really trying to get our heart rate going on this first set for 40 seconds, each exercise 3 times through, getting everything moving. So that side to side lunge, and there is a step in between. So you step to one side, lunge it out, and then step to the other side, lunge it out. So it's a little bit more of a motion exercise. Step, lunge. On that side lunge, your hips are going back and both weights go over and past your knee. So I have one set of weights today. I'm going to be using 2 weights on the side to side lunge, but trying to go a little quicker than the usual side lunge exercise. Second exercise, jump, jump, squat. So you can do a whole jumping jack if you want, or just a little jump. Third option, just a calf raise. And then the squat, down and up. So the jumping jack version, jump, jump, squat. Jump, jump, squat. You want to really get it going. This is going to get your heart rate up really fast. Mountain climbers, you can do this on the ground, just in that plank position, bring the legs in. Or if you want to take the pressure off your wrists a little bit, you can do the wall climber from here. You just have to have the wall available. On the second set, we'll have one exercise on the ground for core, and we have a few more things to really build up strength. So go ahead, get one set of weights for the side to side lunge, get yourself ready. If you need to do any other motion movement exercises, get yourself warmed up, go ahead and pause the video, and we'll get started as soon as I hit the timer. Grabbing the weights, side to side lunge with the step. All right, we're starting in 3, 2, 1. 40 seconds on, and I'm giving you a 12 seconds switch. So make sure you have enough space on either side for that step, down and up. As you're getting used to it, you can try to go a little deeper, or you can try to go a little faster. So really pressing off that heel on the ground, standing up straight, switching sides. From my side, step out. Step up. Really trying to reset to that top position, standing up straight before going back down. 12 seconds to put down the weight, shake it out, jump, jump, squat. And you can do the jumping jack, you can just do a little hop. Here we go. Jump, jump, squat. Jump, jump, squat. Squat. A little out to the side on those jumps. And you're not going so deep into the squat that you're really going parallel. We want to keep this active and fast. So maybe a quarter squat, half squat. With the arm movement, if you really want to get everything moving, or the calf raise, 2 calf raises and squat. And if you're there, keep your legs in that squat position all the way through. On those calf raises, get those heels forward before you squat down. Going right to the ground, mountain climbers are next. You're on your hands. Try to keep that plank high. Hips stay in the same position the whole time. Or you can make it a little bouncier, that's okay. Try and keep moving. Pressing your shoulders forward is going to help increase that abdominal work. Get the chest involved. If you're on the wall, keep those heels high as you go. Use the calves. A lot of calf work in this first set of exercises. 10 more seconds. Keep moving. Okay, back to the side-to-side lunge. Really, now we're warming up. You can open up those hips a little farther, getting that hip back as you're going into the side-to-side lunge with the weights. Right past your knee, step, other side. You'll feel that weight. It's all over this knee that's bent. Right over there. It's almost a one-legged squat. This leg's helping. Now this leg is helping. Deep breath in as you go down. Exhale as you rise back up. Really trying to explode to that top position. That's where you're going to get a lot of the power. Is exploding to the top. Down, explode to the top. Shoulders back at the top. Shake it out. We have the jump squat. Cardio. Make sure you have enough space around you. Deep breath. 40 seconds. 1. If you want to raise it up, go into those jumping jacks. If you feel like you did too much on that first set, bring it down for a set and then go back on the third set. Arms in front on those squats. Keep your body upright. Deep breaths as you go. Spring is coming. You're going to sweat a little faster with the hotter air. So make sure you get some water, maybe in between exercises, in between sets, definitely. Onto the ground or onto the wall for your mountain climbers. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. We're warming up. Here we go. Don't be afraid to move a little bit on this exercise. Always moving up and down. Let your body do its natural motion and really just focus on keeping moving through your core, through your legs, keeping strong your arms and your hands. And deep breaths through this last few repetitions. 10 more seconds. Good job. Last set. Make it your best one. We'll have a little rest after these 3 exercises so I can go over the next set. Side to side. Give it a big step for these side lunges if you have the space. Keeping yourself upright at the top and not bending your body forward. It's more about getting the hips back. Get your body down. And I do look over my knee as I go. So it's a little more of a turn. Make it more of a lunge, you know? Okay, weights down. We won't need those until the next set of exercises. Big heart rate exercise, here we go. Jump, jump, squat. Jump, squat. Jump, jump, squat. That's right. Half squat down, a little jump through the calf. When those calves hit, that's what really gets the heart rate going. The blood shoots up to the heart. And that makes it beat even faster with all that blood returning. It feels like it needs to just get out to the rest of the body. Deep breaths. Make sure you're getting oxygen to the muscles that are getting used and really need the more oxygen. One more. Okay. Last mountain climber. Make it your best mountain climber. Hands in place in that plank position. Pushing yourself forward to 40 seconds. On the last exercise of the last set. It's all about endurance. Telling yourself you can do one more. You can do one more. So keep going. Deep breaths. You focus on the breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep it strong. For two more. For one more. Quick rest. Shake it out. Quick twist. We're doing reps on this next set. 10 reps. For the first 3 exercises, on the 4th exercise, it's a little different, and I'll show you that in just a second. So for the first exercise, I explained this a little bit in the warm-up. The straight leg or stiff leg deadlift on my side. My legs stay pretty much in the same position. They might shift back a little bit, but my weight isn't going down my thighs like a normal deadlift. It's going a little bit farther back. You won't be able to go as deep, and it's more of a hamstring exercise than a full leg exercise. So it's okay. Let it go in front. Make sure you keep your back straight as you go through these stiff leg deadlifts. You might get to the knee, maybe not even. That's okay. It's more about getting those hamstrings stretched. And so if you feel that stretch in your hamstring, you're doing it right. My legs are pretty close together. Heels even closer than my hip width. So there, stiff leg deadlift. Second exercise, I'm calling this the unbalanced squat. One weight on your shoulder. You have 2 hands on it, that's okay. Keep your elbows high, but let the weight sit on your shoulder. But you want it to be doing a normal squat. It's the same as a normal squat. And so that's the challenge, is keeping your body from leaning over or compensating. Focusing on your core, making sure it's working to keep yourself in place for the symmetrical squat. And yes, we're doing 10 on one side and then 10 on the other side. We might only go through this whole thing twice. We'll see how much time we have after the second set. Last exercise, we're going to the ground. You can see me, if I do here. I've done this one maybe once or twice in this class. The McGill curl up. So you have your hands under, can't really see, there we go. Underneath your hips in this little diamond shape. One leg is out, one leg is bent. I'm lifting up with a straight back, and I'm assisting a little bit with my elbows on the ground. It's much harder than it looks just holding this position. So I'll count about 10 seconds. We'll rest on the ground, switch legs, and do it again. Just holding up like this.
Really important to keep your back straight as you can, and you'll feel it probably in your neck. Again, we might only do 2 sets. We'll see how much time we have after those second squats. So get your water, make sure you get your weight. 2 dumbbells on the first exercise, 1 dumbbell on the second exercise. And we don't need a timer, so we're just gonna get into it. I have my weights, I'm gonna kind of stand over here. Hopefully you can figure it out. So shoulders stay back, heels together, and then hips go back with a straight back. Feel that stretch, and then raise it back up. We're going slow down. So here's number 9, slowly going down. And then when you really feel that stretch, exhale, come back up. Inhale down for 8. For 7, deep breaths, keep your shoulders back. Feel those shoulders being engaged, holding back. We have number 5 coming up. The weight's going forward just a little bit. Legs are staying in a straight position. Here's number 3. Feel that stretch. Number 2. Number 1. Hips go back, really sink back and up. I was starting to bend my knees on that last one. That's okay. We'll get back into it. So, offset or off balance, unbalanced squat. Hand over hand, resting on the shoulder, maybe a little wider with my legs, sinking down, coming back up. Again, we're doing 10, so that was 10. Here's number 9. Try to get a little lower, especially lower than you were in those jump squats. Focusing on keeping everything lined up. 7 more. 6 more. Good job. Keep those elbows high. Knees staying over toes. You can take a look down, make sure everything looks right, and then come back up and try to keep your head in line with your body. We have 4 more. Deep breath in, deep exhale out. 3, 2, sinking down. 1 more on this side. Switch hands, switch shoulders. You might start feeling it in your abs. That's okay, you should feel it in your abs, especially in the one oblique. It has to hold your body in a straight position. Maybe lean back, feel like you're leaning back, you're leaning forward, but try to lean back so that your abs really have to kick in to hold yourself in that position. And 6 more. Deep breath in, on the way down. Keep your elbows high, that's gonna help everything stay in position. 3 more. 2 more. Last one here. And up. Ooh. A little more shoulders than usual. You can shake that out. Onto the ground. Hands in that diamond shape. I'm going to count out the 10 seconds. So go ahead, lying back. Knees are up, hands underneath your hips. You do a little bridge to get there. One leg is straight out, and you're only raising your upper body. Keep your elbows on the ground. Here we go. Deep breath in. And up for 10, 9, 8. Look your head straight up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. I said it's harder than it looks. Other leg out. We'll do it one more time. Deep breath in and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest it down. Good. We'll take a little rest before our next set, but as a pointer, you can go a little higher and kind of walk your elbows in. It's a little easier on your abs. Or you can go a little wider out and go a little lower, harder on your abs. So on the second set, you can try that out. You want it to be enough to really feel it. We have our second set. We're doing okay on time.
We'll go a little faster, especially through the squats. On these hip hinges, the straight leg deadlifts, if you have a wall, you can do that hip touch. That really helps you keep your hips going back. Shoulders stay back. Let's do 8 more. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you come back up. I'm feeling my hamstrings right about there. So I'm going to stay here and just try to get that tactile sensation from the wall. So I feel it, tangible. I have 5 more. Deep breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale, heels are feeling the weight of the movement. 3 more coming up. Here's number 3. Number 2, I said it'd be a little faster. 1 more. Hips going back, keep your back straight. All the way back up. 1 weight goes down on your shoulder. Switch to the other shoulder to start with. So the one you ended with, start with that one this time. We're doing 10. If you want to try a little wider step as well, it's going to make it a little more in the core to balance. So here we go. Inhale as you go down. Exhale up. 9 more. Deep breaths. Weights in my heels. Knees going over my toes as I go down. For 6 more. For 5 more. 4 more. That weight staying over the shoulder. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Switch hands, switch shoulders. I can feel myself wanting to shift. Really work to prevent that. In this up shoulder position, I like to think of it as a wood chop, but then I'm just resting the axe on my shoulder. All right, here we go. 10 on the other side. Deep breath. Exhale up. 9 more. 7 more. Trying to get a little deeper on this one. Really trying to get as deep as I can while feeling square through my body. I have 5 more. This is number 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. All the way down, all the way up. Place the weight down. Quickly going to the ground or getting some water, and then quickly going to the ground. Get yourself set up. I don't think we'll have time for the full unbalanced squats. We'll just do the last set with normal squats. Hands underneath your hips. 1 leg out. Deep breath in and exhale, holding up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick change to the other side. Deep breath and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and put it down. Go ahead and roll yourself up. We're going to go straight into the stiff leg deadlifts. On the squats, we'll be doing both weights for the last set only. Here we go. Get yourself ready. If you're getting water, just jump back in wherever we are. Here we go. Hips going back for 10. When you feel that stretch, that's when you come up. Going down for 9. Shoulders staying back for 8. Bring the legs in just a little bit for 7. You'll feel that stretch in your hamstrings for 6. 5. Keep it strong. Gliding back with your hips. That was 4. Here's 3. For 2 coming up. 1 more. Get a nice big stretch. And back up. Shake it out for a sec. We'll do the squats on your shoulders. You can also do a wider squat if you want to work a little different. This is the sumo squat. Otherwise, traditional squat. Here we go. I'm going to do 9. I already did 1. 9. 8. Keep your elbows high. That's on your shoulders. 6.
5. I feel my abs are working. 4, it's all those curl ups. 3, 2, good job. 1 more. All the way up. Whew. Last curl up. And we have a special appearance of a variation. We'll do it for the last 3 seconds. So go ahead, get yourself set up, leg out, hands under your hips. Let yourself get ready. We're gonna go in 3, 2, deep breath, and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Lift up the elbows for 3, 2, 1. I couldn't hold it. That's how you make it much, much harder. You try to hold that position without your elbows, and it's pretty tough. Last one, we'll do it one more time on the other side. Big inhale, big exhale for 10, up, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You know what's coming. 4, 3, elbows up, 2, 1, and down. Good job. Since we're here, go ahead and do your glute stretch. Heel on your knee, pull it to your chest, cross it over your center. I'm feeling that on the side of my hip, the gluteus maximus. I like to pull on my knee. Actually, I can feel it with my leg resting, but I might just be tight. So if you need to pull the whole leg up, cross it over the center. For the other side, same thing. Pull it to your chest, cross it over your center. Since we did a lot for the legs today, between about 4 or 5 exercises that hit the glutes. If you want to come back to this one and hold it even longer, I'm doing it for about 5 deep breaths. That's 15 seconds. You can come back and do it for 30 seconds, even a minute if you've really done this stretch a lot. So that's 10 or 15 deep breaths. For a quadricep stretch, I have a couple versions. If you're okay on your knee, this is a very intense stretch. I don't recommend it for everybody, but you can be in this hip flexor position and then try to grab your leg. Again, this is pretty intense. So if this is just not happening for your knee, just another pillow, but you can also just do the standing version, quadricep stretch. Excellent stretch. But I like to show variations for people who want to see something new, or they don't feel anything out of this stretch. You have 5 seconds on each side. I'll just show off one more stretch for the hamstring stretch. One leg out, hip hinge back. Pretty easy. I like to rest my calf a little bit, but it's all about the hip shooting back with a straight back. So leaning back, my heel's in the ground, but I'm not lifting my toe so much. I can't reach it to help. Otherwise, it's an active stretch. I want to be more of a passive, relaxing stretch. So I'll use a wall or a chair and just try to stretch from the hip. That hits it really well. So there's your hamstring stretch, quadricep stretch. There are a bunch of other stretches you can do, but I'm running out of time. Hope you had a great workout today, and I will see you all hopefully tomorrow for Pilates. Take care.